It's all right. Well, welcome to the show. We're back. Got our first guest, Michelle O'Gwyn, with us.
Hi, guys.
The weather must be awesome up there.
It's tolerable.
It's tolerable.
We call this our fake fall, so we're enjoying
fall.
it. We're enjoying it while we can. Yeah. I think it was like 60 this morning when we woke up. I think the high today was 75, so we are enjoying it before it jumps back into the 90s next week.
Yeah, that's about where we're at it. We've been in the hundreds, and today was 87, and it was amazing. But tomorrow it'll probably be 101. Who knows? It's okay. I'm chasing the heat. I'm going to South Texas this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, George West, Texas.
I got North Texas in the end of the month.
Do you? There you go.
Are you going? Into September, going to the burn shop.
Okay, great. Yeah, he's got a triple. He actually just sent me an email today, and he's going to do a jackpot with it as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
we're gonna help them cook their VIP dinner.
I think he said they had 500 steak dinners.
Yeah, no pressure for me, right?
Yeah, no pressure. You can do it.
Nah, I can handle it.
That's a walk in the park for you and Brandon.
Yes.
All right. Well, your event, you asked to come on. You said, hey, I'd do it. And I'm like, perfect.
I'm always fair game for a podcast.
Absolutely. Well, you've got a very interesting event. It's very unique. There's not another one like it. Your turn-ins are absolutely
nuts.
Full on. I was going to say crazy, but
they're nuts.
They're nuts. It's 2 turn-ins at one time, different tents, but I wasn't at the event. I believe Michelle Dang was there last year.
She was.
Why don't you tell us about your event, what else is happening there, and then we'll jump into the judging side.
All right. So we are a NBN sanctioned barbecue contest. We are currently at 60 teams. I'm trying to squeeze a few more because we do have a wait list in there. So right now we're at 15 hog, like 43 pork, and 56 ribs just for the barbecue side. That's even before we even start talking about SCA.
Wow.
In the past,
great.
this is the 29th year of this event. We have been doing the ancillaries this way for years. This is nothing different for us. So we were always confident that we can pull it off. Knew it was doable no matter what. But last year, I wanted to bring SCA involved. Bring it back, 1 for steak, but 2, we know this time of year is when it's this time for points chases, especially those ancillary tickets, ancillary points, things like that. And for World Food, a lot of people didn't know that SCA has been a World Food qualifier for a long time. People have been asking me for a long time how I've been getting into World Food. So I finally had to let the cat out of the bag, and now everybody's jumping into World Food, which I appreciate it.
Yeah.
and it's just for the growth of food sport, and that's what we're here for, right? So, so last year we did our first year with SCA sanctioning all of our ancillaries, our kids division, and our steak, which all happened on one night, on a Friday night. So the first category turn-in started at 3, and the awards are at 9. So can you imagine 8 ancillaries, a steak, and a kids turn-in that short period of time? But we've been doing, like I said, other than the kids and the steak, we've been doing this for 20 some odd years just through the NBN. We just felt that we wanted to show other competitors that they can grow and step outside their comfort zone and go to the next level with SCA Worlds and with World Food with their GCs versus we're with NBN. They were not able to do that. So that was our biggest decision to change that factor. I will tell you that last year we had a lot of people calling me, emailing me, and I had no problem talking to them about it,
Sure.
about their concerns, because they've never seen that done before. And they were like, holy crap, are you sure
How
you
do we
guys can
turn
handle
it?
this? How are we going to do this? How are you going to manage that? And so what we did, because what me and Brandon do, for those that don't know, we run the judging for Memphis May barbecue. So we know how to be team centric and how to get high volume of entries in a very short period of time. So it's judged fairly and on time, and it's not sitting for a while. So we use our expertise and our long time tenure in that to apply that to that. And obviously we brought Michelle Dang in because she's the best. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows
She's
Michelle Dang's the best.
organized for sure.
Oh no, she's just as organized as me and Brandon are. And honestly,
Hmm.
the way we do
I
container
agree.
pickup and check in, we do it just like they did at the shed. Like you have
Okay.
you have a card that says your check boxes, and we do it. We mimic that same thing for that, just because there's so much going on, and to get you in and out of there as fast as possible, so you can get back to what you're doing. So using her expertise from that, we mimic that, and then we do have two different turn in lanes, but we extended our turn in window from 15 minutes to 30. So
Okay.
when you have two entries going in, you can put one in on the early side of one and one on the
Hmm.
late end of the other, and it's no different than you having 15-minute windows back to back.
Yeah.
And when you
And do
think
they,
about it that way, it's not so overwhelming.
yeah, that makes sense. And so do they go to the same tent or do they go to a different area each turn
So
in?
so last year we were in a tent and we had two entry points of the tent. This year we're in a
Okay.
building because
Uh-huh.
we could not use the building last year because it was early voting, and it's where they do the early voting. It's the storm
Gotcha.
shelter at Arlington. So this year they're not doing early voting. So we have the
Mm.
building, but there's two different doors. So we're going to color code the signs to your ticket numbers.
Okay.
So all the signs that will say, if it says, let's say, for example, sauce, whatever color Michelle chooses sauce to be, the sign's going to match it. It's going to match that door. So everything will match.
Oh,
We're,
nice.
we're going to dumb it down as easy as possibly we can to make it easy for everybody. But there'll be two different turn-ins, and they will be very much labeled, and there'll be a lot of directional traffic. Hey, which
Perfect.
category are you turning in? Go here for that. Go here for that.
And who's helping her this year?
Jamie?
Jamie? Okay. Oh, Jamie's great. You'll love her.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie's helping this year. The Mans were there last year. They did an
Hmm.
amazing job, but they
Hmm.
have a conflict, so they couldn't be here this year. So
Yeah. Good people
I said,
too.
I told her to pick her next favorite person, and she picked Jamie.
Oh, Jamie helps her at the championship too. So they work very well together. That's a good little team.
Yeah, last year, the biggest change we learned from last year was that having happy hour cocktail earlier in the day was probably not a great idea.
Yeah.
The judges really enjoyed the cocktails. I'll tell you that. And
Okay.
they
That
were
makes
not just
sense.
doing a sip, they were drinking the whole thing. And by the time they got to the end of the night, they were we had to excuse a few. Um,
Oh
so we
boy.
moved so we moved the happy hour cocktail to the end of the night.
Makes
So
sense.
that's the last thing. That was the biggest thing that we got feedback that we figured out of all of it was that. We also changed the kids category from pork chop to burger.
Okay, good.
The reason we did that is because I wanted to be more creative. And
Hmm.
also, the winner of the kids' pork chop gets a winning entry into WFC Junior for 2026.
What are the ages on that for the kids at your event?
9 to 17. So we had to do a
Okay.
specialty. We had to do a specialty
Yeah,
age group,
works.
just because it is a world food qualifier.
Yep. I couldn't remember. I was just trying to.
Mhm.
That's great. Well, it's nice when you can go to an event and have something extra after it. Hey, if I win this golden ticket, I could go to the World Championship. I could go to World Foods, and that's
So
awesome.
after last year, I got a little pushback last year from the teams because they're not used to it. They were always used to it being the MBN way, and they're
Hmm.
like, "Why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it this way?" And I was like, "Well,
Yeah,
because it's going to afford you more opportunities to grow yourself outside of just this." And after
makes
last
sense.
year's winners, I think we had at least 6 or 7 go to SCA Worlds, and
Oh wow,
at least three go to World Food
that's great.
just
That's a
from their
great.
tickets. And that was the whole point, is trying to grow the food sport world,
Hmm.
get the feeder programs working better. And that's what it needs to
Absolutely.
be for these, for y'all, for the worlds,
Hmm.
for you, and also for World Food and other things. Is we know there's a nutrition issue with SCA and just barbecue in general. People are getting tired.
Sure.
and people are not doing as much. People are having families or whatever's going on, that life events are happening for people.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I could see to help you guys as far as a feeder program was to do this for y'all, and also for the World Food Championships. And, obviously I'm a big fan of them, won it last year. So anything I do to help it out.
No, you're an amazing cook. That's for sure. I wanted to go to a qualifier in El Paso recently. I said, I'll run out there and see, because it was a smaller event. And then I looked at the calendar, and actually, Keith, welcome to the show, Keith.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Keith, I invited Keith. He couldn't go. So I found another buddy, and it's the same, WFC is the same weekend as Formula One race in Austin.
Honestly, that's why I had to move my contest. We're normally the third weekend in October, but World Food moved their dates up from November to that weekend because of scheduling conflicts with the fairgrounds. And I had to either move Arlington up to the next available date for MBN or cancel the event altogether, and I didn't want to cancel it. So that's the biggest pushback we've gotten from people this year is, why did Arlington move their dates? I said, because no one wants to run it but me.
Yeah.
And if someone would like to run it, I will totally take them up on it, or train them, or help co-run it with them. But it was either cancel it or move it, and it makes too much money for the city and the Chamber of Commerce for here, and I just couldn't do it, and so I just had to move it. But it's a good event. But if anybody wants to know how we do it, our turn-in times, like seriously, Friday. Load in, because we are near a school, so we have to work with school load in, load out. So there will be some very specific load in and load out, load in instructions more than load out instructions, because the school dismisses at 3:00 in the afternoon on that Friday, and so I'm going to be creatively working, getting people in and out to work with a car line. So I will ask that any teams that are coming that sign up for the SCA, I'm going to be very forthright with the communication. In the emails on the instructions, and I please ask that you follow them 100% to a T, just so we don't hurt any kids, because there are a lot of kids walking, and we need to be very comfortable with that. But load-in period will end at 2:00 sharp. So if you can get there, if you have to be later than that, I ask that you communicate with me, and I will schedule you separately after the load-in is out with the kids. That's specifically just for the safety of the children.
Yep. Makes sense.
But the first turn in is at 3:15 to 3:45, and that's sauce and dessert. After that, from 4 to 4:30, we have seafood and wings. And then from 5:15 to 5:45, we have bacon and turkey smoke. Turkey smoke is a sponsor of this year, so the payout for turkey smoke is higher than the other categories. So if anybody wants to make a little extra cash, sign up for turkey smoke. And then from 6 to 6:30, it's beef and happy hour cocktail. And then from 7 to 7:15 is kids burger. And then from 7:30 to 8 is going to be steak turn in. And then right after that, right at 9:00 in the evening, we're going to go straight into the awards at the stage. For those that need to leave and go somewhere else, the steak teams are allowed to leave that evening. But those that are staying because they're cooking the barbecue contest, they can cook in the barbecue spot and they can stay in their spot. That's fine. But the SCA teams that want to leave to go do a contest somewhere else, if there happens to be one nearby on a Saturday, because we are a Friday night only contest, they are welcome to go do so. And there's a back entrance for them to go out, so they don't have to deal with going through the public.
I can tell you're a cook as well as a promoter, because you're like, well, if they want to go to the other event on the next day, they can. That's awesome.
Well, I hate to brag on me and Brandon on that, because we do that. We not only are we cooks, but we also judge and we cook and organize. So that's where we are more mind-centered with everybody that is there and wants to be there. The judges, the cooks, the city, obviously, dealing with them and all that stuff. We're so used to being involved with all that stuff and dealing with all the avenues that come with that. But we want everybody to have a good time. That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
The ones that are there having a party, they're having a little party and they're doing their own private thing. But we also know that this time of the year, the steak is all business. I know, because I've been there. They're chasing their tickets, they're chasing their points and whatnot, and they're there for the thing. And this, I mean, where can you get 9 tickets at one time?
You can't.
I only did 7.
We did 7 last weekend, but Not on a Friday. Wow.
No.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, last year we did it. It went flawless. We had a great time. Everything went well. Awards were on time. You were not late. The biggest thing we had to deal with was reprogramming the barbecue teams that you can't use non-edible things on certain things, especially the drink category, because they were so used to doing whatever they wanted to do. But now they finally got it, and they know we reprogram on some things like that. But it's going to be fine. They're going to be fun. We'll recommunicate everything very thoroughly. So if you say you didn't know about it, it's because you didn't read your emails.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've never heard somebody said, "Oh, well, I didn't look at that email."
Right.
oh,
They
that's
should.
my favorite. That's my favorite thing of Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read that. I said, well, then you just screwed yourself. I'm sorry, buddy.
Exactly. Awesome. All right. Anything else you'd like to tell us about your event?
Oh, shoot. We got a barbecue contest too.
That's right.
We have 2 bands. So Friday night we do have 2 bands playing. So
Okay.
there's music. There'll be Porter Johnson and people, but there's music. So when you're done cooking, if you only do one ancillary or just want to do the steak, there's definitely some entertainment going on. Obviously there's opportunities to volunteer if you want to volunteer. We always can do extra hand on certain things. So things like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on and telling everyone about your event and the uniqueness of it.
Well, if anybody has any questions, wants some follow up, just hit me up, DM me on Facebook, or email teams_ArlingtonBBQ@outlook.com, and that will come straight to me, and I will answer any questions you have about the event. But registration's live on the SCA page, and judging is live. So if you want to register to judge for that, we just held a judging class up here in Arlington. I know there's a couple people that missed that, and they are very disappointed in themselves, but they're going to come volunteer, and they're going to come see what it's about so they can be a part of the next class and be a part of that. So if you did miss the judging class, SCA always appreciates if you come and volunteer. They value that input and time served highly, and they look at that very much for the future. So anybody that wants to be a judge, if you missed the judging class, show up to volunteer, and they definitely appreciate it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate
That's
you.
a good time.
Yes, sir.
All right. One day I'll make it up there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night. Appreciate you, Michelle.
Thanks.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good weekend.
All right. That was Michelle O'Gwynn. Did you hear about their turn-ins 2 at the same time?
Yes, sir.
But they do a 30-minute window, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
15s. But
Right.
now I can see it in my head. It makes more sense. So,
Right.
Hello,
All right.
Ralph. All right. Well, you came in just John. We got John Sinclair. He is from Irving, Texas.
Okay.
And we've got an event coming up. I'm going to bring him on, and feel free to ask any questions you want. Keith, you know where we're going with this.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
He is a promoter just like you, with his background keeps changing, though.
Yeah, look at
How
that.
you doing, John?
I did. Yeah, I was thinking, well, that wall looks pretty mundane back behind me. Maybe I can do something with it.
Well, that's better than having a cheeseburger as a background like we
I
do.
like yours, man. I'm telling you, we had a great trip to the Grand Canyon, and that's one of the pictures that I thought looked pretty good. So
It's beautiful.
it's
Yes,
great.
sir.
So John Strickland's my name. We are the Elks in Irving, Texas. We are a benevolent protective order of folks that do a lot of charity work for veterans, as needs kids, and seniors. One of our big state drives is in Autine, Texas, where the entire state of Texas, all of the 60 plus Elks lodges that are in Texas, support this camp that's in Autine, Texas, for children to go there for the entire week. And we put them up, we feed them, we entertain them. And you can imagine there's as needs kids, there's foster kids, there's all different kinds of folks there. So the money that we raised one year, we raised real close to $1 million for the state of Texas to support those kids. And we do it all the way from the starting of the summer till September is the last of it. And the money that we raise at this SCA event is primarily going to be going to help support those kids. So,
Right.
so we're really looking forward to seeing how this does. It's an inaugural event for us, but we have done multiple barbecues. We've seen barbecue competition groups that have come and gone, but we still take care of the group that it morphed into. And we have also been a friend of Cassie longer than anybody have been friends of Cassie. And so we've really done a lot in the cook-off groups. It's been fun for us. So a lot of great volunteers. Say again now, what?
I actually cooked one of your events years ago when I was competing still, and
How
had a good time. I had such a good time. I can't remember if I got a call there or not. It's been a while.
That's pretty good.
If I remember, you had room for RVs there. Is
Yes,
that right?
sir, we do. We do. And we actually have we have about 10 poles out there, I think is what I've counted last time I saw. And each pole has 5 30 amp outlets on it. And they're scattered about nicely so that people can get to them. And me personally, I started looking for a 30 amp to 110. So I found on Amazon, a plug that will accommodate that. And I have 10 of those available. Hopefully I'll have 10 whenever the cooking competition's over. But they can use those, and there's three outlets on the bottom of it, so many people can plug in off of it. So we're trying to be real accommodating out here. We'll have places for you to wash your stuff up if you needed to. There's a little bit of water. It's not as we don't have it with every. It's not like an RV park. We don't have it with every outlet, but we do have some water out here that will be helpful and useful. So that'll be good.
Nice.
That helps. Not every event even has water at them, honestly.
Right.
And I think one of the real nice things about this is I was listening to the other young lady talk, and they say, and evidently from the guy that's helping us put this on, Larry, he said a lot of times things have to be done out of tents and things. We've got a really, really nice place here where we can hold our awards. We can have a great place for the judges to be. We've got a great bar. We'll have people all over the place that day. We're going to be doing a little fair type food, since in Texas, if you're not familiar, that's state fair time. So we're going to be doing like state fair type food. We'll have I'll smoke some briskets out there, and we'll have chopped beef brisket sandwiches. I will also make smoked sausage, and we'll have sausage on a stick. And when I say make it, I'm gonna grind the pork butt, season it, stuff it, and cook it. So it'll be our sausage, and then we're also going to have roasted corn on the cob. So we're going to have a lot of good things going on out here with a band. He's going to bring the guy that's bringing, not a band, excuse me, with a DJ. We had originally talked about a band, but with a DJ, he's going to bring out bales of hay and set up a trailer, and he's going to be able to project that. So it's going to be a little bit of an event out here, and I think it's going to be fun to do.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. He had me a bar and fair.
I like that. Yeah.
I did too. I thought they usually have inexpensive
cheap drinks.
Right,
cheap drinks.
I have.
Cheers to that.
What do I have, Brett?
You were drinking vodka, jalapenos.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yep.
Vodka and jalapenos and lemonade.
Lemonade.
Oh wow!
Simply lemonade, vodka with one whole jalapeno in it.
That's impressive. I'm going to try that now that you said that. I'm going to try that.
What'd you say it was called? Texas lemonade.
Texas lemonade.
Yeah.
I met a guy in Georgia that used to live in Texas that now lives in Florida. And so in Georgia, he said, you got to try this. And I'm like, well, hell, what do I name it? So I figured he was from Texas originally. So we owned it.
Do you just cut the jalapeno up a little bit?
I just cut it into slices. My wife dices it, and just you pour it out. Right in. Yeah, simply lemonade. It's square on the bottom, and then when you pour the neck out, that's 16 ounces.
I will tell you that we are on the last bottle of 4 or 5 bottles from last weekend.
Man, once you try
I think
it,
a couple got refilled, actually.
That's a good week.
Yeah, that afterburn is something special.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
That's real good.
Joe Nathan down in Florida.
Yeah.
So
We're going to try something a little bit different here. I don't know where everybody usually gets their steaks, if they cut them themselves or not. But I'm a retired nurse. But my original job that I left school and did for 20 years was I was a meat cutter, and I've always taken good pride in what I've been able to do, and I worked in some specialty meat markets, and so we always had heavy beef. We called it was USDA prime, yield 2 or 3, and it was always what they called heavy beef. It was the hindquarters were 200 pounds, so the ribeyes on them were really, really nice. The beautiful marbling, great fat. They were just beautiful. You can't hardly find that kind of meat anymore. We're finally getting back to it again, but my plan was to buy the primals and cut the steaks myself, and pick the best of the best, because we grill steaks here every second Friday of every month for a steak night. So whatever overflow I have can just go right straight to that. I'll put it in vacuum packed bags and slide it right in the freezer. So I won't have any kind of a problem like this. I'm really trying to give them the best of all the worlds of any of the knowledge that I've gained over the years. So really looking forward to that part of it. I hope I have to cut about 180 steaks.
Yeah. If you do the first 8 on the loin, I mean, teams love when that happens, because then there's not those, the extra ones that are towards the strip end.
Almost sirloin strips. They're almost the New York strip. And that's what I figure is whenever I get out of the spinalis, I think I'm going to stop cutting and just go from there. And to be honest with you, I've got a guy over at Kroger that he has some real good USDA choice beef, and he loves it when I come in there because I always buy the primals from him. But they've got them on sale this week, and I'm thinking what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to get as many of those as he'll let me buy, and I think we're going to have some. I'm probably going to wind up wrapping those with an aging membrane, and I think we're going to have actually aged steaks for this cook-off, at least a portion of them. So there you go. That's it.
I actually did age steaks because I got such a good deal on them. And, had them for probably 30 days, and we actually had, I believe, 2 perfect scores out of them. They were phenomenal, and I mean, I lucked into it. I'm by no means a meat master. And I learned something from you when you were talking about the heavy, because I see that when I order my steaks, and I'm like, I don't even know what this means. So now I learned something. I appreciate it.
There's heavy and there's light, and
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, so the heavy beef, it's just a different animal when you see it in the feedlot. It's just a completely different animal. Just looking at it, and it really means a lot whenever it gets to your plate.
Yeah, They make a jig out there that you could slap it right in. Last week actually, when Brett and Shelley were coming up to my event, what was it? 5 delays.
Yeah, 5 delays.
5 delays and
11 drinks.
Yeah,
whatever.
We were supposed to be cutting steaks, and I ended up going to the airport, and my guys cut the steaks for us at the fire hall and did a fantastic job. I mean, I think they cut 290 of them, they said, in 55 minutes. So by the time we rolled in there, it was work was done, huh, Brett?
It was.
We
were done thing. And work was done.
That's a perfect thing.
Yep.
We're planning on also Friday night. I'm going to do for anybody that's here and for all of our members as well, I'm going to do a bratwurst dinner. I figure everybody's kind of tired of steaks, but I'm going to make the brats, and I'll do German potato salad and another side of some kind. But it'll be a nice. I've had real good results from that dinner that we're going to do. So it'll be for our guys and for anybody that's here that wants to do it. And it's usually always pretty inexpensive. So hopefully that'll be
Go ahead, Brett.
What's the date on your event again?
We're doing this October the 4th is the Saturday, and then the Friday before, if anybody's here, like the judges or anybody that's from out of town, they're more than welcome to come up and set up, do whatever they want to do, and go from there. So
Excellent.
Did you say you make your brats?
yes, sir. I'm going to be making my brats as well. So
Look at that, man! Oh man!
So it's
Sauce,
I'm going to be
brats.
I know I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be busy
you're
the
going
next
to be
few
busy.
weeks. Yeah.
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be a
Coming
busy
down,
time.
Keith?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Keith from Pennsylvania to come down.
That'll be good.
I don't think he can.
Worth a try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe me. I would rather do that than what I got to do, but I don't think I can get out of it.
I cook them the old Wisconsin way, you know.
Okay.
I simmer them off in beer and butter, lots
Okay.
of onions, and then put them on the grill, put some marks on them, and drop them back down in the broth, and save them till we serve them. So they're done well. They're really done well.
I've had some brats from there before from Wisconsin. They were good. One of our vendors would always have an event and cook them for us.
That's cool.
Well, old Dan Dickey wants to know where this event is again.
In Irving, Texas, at the foot of DFW Airport.
Exactly right.
We're on Britain Road and 183. So literally from the airport, you're 10 or 12 minutes away. So I always tell people that if they've been to the airport, they've been to Irving is basically what it amounts to.
Very true.
I'm thinking he should come cook for us at the championship, Brett.
He's making you hungry, isn't he, Keith?
He is, especially since Keith hasn't ate dinner yet.
Yeah,
perfect.
Keith took one for the team.
That's perfect.
Just smoked them.
We're also, I've got a little list of questions here that I want to make sure that I address and don't leave off, but we're also holding a judging class. Right now we have more people in the judging class than we haven't signed up for our cooking, but I think that's to be expected. But
that's a good problem to have sometimes.
That is a real good problem to have, I believe. And we're going to be doing that on September the 18th. It's a Saturday from 2 until 4. And so
I believe Michelle Dang's teaching that class too. So
that's wonderful. I've heard a lot of good things about her.
She'll do a great job.
And I'm actually signed up for that myself. My wife signed up for it as well, so that's going to be a good thing. So
excellent.
We're going to have a lot of good people. I'll be cutting the steaks for that as well, so I'll get a good idea of when. Brett, I have a question for you. Go ahead.
I think you have a raffle too of a grill you're raffling off.
Yeah, we have a really nice PK grill that SCA helped me obtain. We've got some grill grates. I'm going to have some thermopop pins. I've got a tactical shotgun and a 55-inch color TV, a 4K TV as well. We're going to do the raffle 3 for $10. It's 1 for 10, 3 for 25. We're going to do a raffle then that will let you draw 3 times. We'll have 3 prizes to win off of those raffle tickets. Nice. And then we're just going to do little $5 raffle tickets in bags on tables for. I'm going to do some ammunition. That's always a big thing for the Elks out here. And
we might be able to get Keith down with all this ammunition and gun talk.
We're getting raffle stuff now. We're getting
now you're talking.
John, we did some guns last weekend. We did some one of our guys is that helps us. He's pretty good at getting raffle stuff, and he talks to his buddies and ends up getting cases of beer. If someone asks, "Hey, what can I do? What can I do?" and go buy us a case of beer, and we end up with two piles of beer. He hits people up with their liquor cabinets, and everybody's got something in their liquor cabinet that's full that they've probably had since they got married or something like that. And these people donated. And we sell tickets on that, and we let it go, man. It's pretty crazy.
We're at the Elks Lodge. We're the king and queen of raffles, man. Over here, we even like whenever we've got spare time and a little lull, like we're having a comedy show in here today. And I had to pick a spot that was a little bit more quiet to where it was. But
there you go.
We'll walk around with a deck of cards, and we'll sell the cards for $1. And when you get them all sold off, they tear them in half, drop one half in the bucket.
Right.
And you do a quick 50-50 drawing, and it takes place in about 11 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. And then somebody's going to walk out with $25 in their hand, so it's, and then the lodge, has 25 to add to their coffers too. That always goes to the great charities that they do. We had all kinds of stuff.
We had 107 raffle baskets last week.
Right.
2 piles of beer, a liquor table, grills, chimeneas, guns.
It was out of hand.
Good on the raffle end too.
I feel substandard. I feel lacking now.
Yeah, but all of ours is just asking regular people. They come to us. Our event goes to Children's Hospital.
That's cool.
And we also gave to Cooking with the Kids, which is a thing tied in with Penn State. To one of our cooks that's a senior in high school. She started that, I believe, 23. And so we're going to give money to her as well. So,
good.
Awesome.
Sounds like a good plan. That's
John.
really cool.
Is there anything else you want to mention about your event there?
We're having 2 steak turn-in. With hours separating them, and we're going to do Bloody Marys as an ancillary and wings as an ancillary.
Okay,
perfect.
So those are the the 4 things that we're going to be doing for that.
Excellent.
Is the Bloody Mary show category or just regular?
I think it's just going to be regular.
Okay. Yeah. You're better off. You can enjoy them.
Yeah.
I was going to say, man, you get a meal on a stick whenever you get those show categories. It's pretty.
It gets out of hand fast.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So
we're going to try to keep it down there pretty calm. And this is our inaugural event too. We don't really know exactly what we're looking forward to. We just really hope that we have a good 40-50 cooks out here. And looking forward to.
We'll work on it for you.
That's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
I think you guys have been incredible as far as support for this and guidance. It's been an incredible ride, and I'm looking forward to this being a long-term relationship. I really am.
Good.
Looking forward to it.
Well, we'll do everything we can on our end. This show actually will get broke up into each section, each promoter, and then we'll be able to show this multiple times before your event too. So
Perfect.
I'll work on doing that while I'm on the road somewhere on an airplane.
I hear you. Well, thank you so much for
giving
us an opportunity to be able to talk about this and to talk about the Elks and the good things they do.
Great. Keep up the great work. I look forward to seeing you.
All right.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah,
buddy.
we'll get them numbers up there. I just looked at them. We'll get them up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you, John.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you
All right.
later.
Take care,
Thanks,
buddy.
John. Good luck at your event.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And I hope you're happy. You made me hungry. Hangry.
Well, if he made you hungry, this next guy here is going to make you real hungry. He
about
has an ancillary that is out of. We'll let him tell you about it. But I already had a judge on there going, "Hey, are you ready for it?" So
I know what it is.
this guy is Mitch Esser.
How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Man, it's good to see you. Good to see them Goldilocks.
It's drying finally.
Do you have glasses? Do you need a pair? It's not.
Yeah.
I might
So
need
you
a
have an
pair.
odd reflection on your face.
I might need a pair.
It's crazy.
How you doing, Mr. Keith? Are you recovering?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, we're still busier than we were when they were here, but we're all right.
I hear you. It's a lot of work, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, who else wouldn't be ripping out concrete and pouring concrete and catering at 8:00 tomorrow night? And yeah.
Wow. I feel
He's
you.
a hard worker.
Gotta stay busy. Stay busy.
Dumb. That's what I am.
Well, I guess we're dumb and dumber because I'm just as dumb with all the junk that I got put in.
Well, let's talk about your event, man. We got a lot going on at your event. Every year we do. But,
absolutely. Well, as Brett said, my name is Mitch Esser. I'm down here at the Shriners, Hagi Shriners in Pensacola, Florida. Just a little bit about the Shrine, if some of you don't know. Shriners, our main focus is to raise money for the Shriners Hospitals for Children. So that specializes in different pediatric care, from children with burns to orthopedic problems, spinal injuries, cleft palates, you name it. And at those hospitals, we treat with no cost to the families. So regardless of their ability to pay, we're going to treat these kids, which means as Shriners, we need to raise a lot of money throughout the whole world to be able to kind of, fund these things. So I believe last year we treated over 150,000 children at no cost, and invested a lot of money into research as well for the children. I believe around $40 million in research. At Hagi, our shrine temple, we average about 40 to 50 active patients annually. So we're transporting, we're sending to our different hospitals throughout the country, depending on what the issues might be for procedures and anything like that. So it's a lot to raise money for, and it's a great cause. And with all that being said, we have to raise money to keep our doors open. We've got a massive facility here. If any of y'all have been to the event, it's over 12,000 square feet is just the main hall. And then we've got a second story with rooms all in there. And then we've got 40 acres of property almost. So it's a large facility, a large property. And by the time we get done mowing the grass, we got to go back to the beginning and mow it again. Especially down here in Florida, it doesn't stop growing.
No.
So it's a great cause and something dear to my heart. And we just try to find other ways to raise money. There's a lot of things going on out there, and I believe we went to Grilling on the River, Alan Smith's little competition over there. That's an awesome event, and we came back from that and said, man, we should do something like that. The people are cool. The event is a great idea. It's just a really neat thing that SCA had going on. So that's where it kind of culminated, and here we are. So we've got a lot of great support. We've had some great teams come down. We've had great success with that. So it's been a good time. It's a lot of work, as a lot of the other promoters know. And you can't just put a flyer up and hope that things happen. Like, there's a lot in the background to it, and that's what makes a successful event, I think. And just taking care of the teams and the people, which is what we try to do a lot.
I agree 100%. And I need to have you do a video for me and for other promoters. Just give them some ideas and things you might do, because Keith has done a video for us, and people that watch those videos, there's 4 of them so far, they have more success.
Yeah.
It just takes sitting there and watching it. And I'm going to say you could do it in the bathroom, but I mean, you could watch it anywhere. You could be on a plane and whatever, but there's good information, and you've got a unique niche yourself working with the sign company you work with.
Mm-hmm.
You're still with them?
Yep. Lamar Advertising.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, good. But you've got a good pool there to draw from, people as well, that, they know you, they know your heart, and they're willing to help support something like that.
Absolutely. And I think inherently people want to help. People want to donate. Yeah. People want to give their services or whatever they can. I think it just takes going and getting out there and talking to people and letting them know what you're doing and what you're doing it for. And that's the main thing. Just getting boots on the ground and going after it. Finding raffles. It sounds like, Keith always has a ton of raffles, which is, it's not always an easy thing to do, to go get raffles, but once you start that process and people start seeing your event and raising money for all these good things, they want to help, they want to donate, they want to contribute. And I think that sounds like that's where a lot of your stuff is coming from, Keith, is people are saying, hey, this is a great event. How can I help? And it may be as simple as giving, a gift card from Walmart for gas for the judges or whatever it may be, because the judges come on their own dime, and they're an integral part of this whole system. And we can't thank them enough, on top of the teams. But, without those guys, and a lot of them travel a long ways to come and come to your event, and not asking for anything, but to try some good food. So, you know, got to give the props to those guys too, and ladies.
Yep. And your event fills up on judges quick, which says a lot about your event. They
I
enjoy
appreciate
your
it.
event, your hospitality, and we've got a great room to judge in. Lighting's good, air conditioning works good.
Yeah, yeah, we've got a 40 by 60. We call it the director staff warehouse, but it's really an event, little event space that we have with, you know, great lighting, like you said, air conditioner. We've got some refrigerators and stuff in there where we can keep stuff. You know, there's an ice maker in there. We always make sure to fill it up with snacks and drinks. And right outside of that, we have the VIP bar where they can walk outside and get them a cold beverage in between tastings, maybe, or after tastings, whichever it may be. But you know, we try to pride ourselves on hospitality, and I think that goes a long way. Does it cost you some money on the front end? Probably, most likely. But you know, you can find sponsors for a lot of that stuff. You can also, you know, like we've got a beer sponsor, so they donate 50 cases of beer to our event, and that's, you know, that's a big portion of it. So that's stuff we don't have to pay for there. We just tell them what we want, and they drop it off right there for us, and we ice it down and give it out. We do, for all of our teams, we give wristbands for the whole weekend. So any adult, non-adult beverages are all included. You know, we have, on Friday, we have a jambalaya dinner and kind of a meet and greet party, is what we like to call it. There's some.
Turning my volume down.
What was that?
So I'm turning my volume down. I can't hear all this food talk.
I hear you.
Jambalaya, man.
Yeah, it's good too. So we do a 30-gallon pot of jambalaya, and that goes quick. We got a live band out there playing. We've got a cornhole tournament. We've got all sorts of stuff going on, merchandise sales, and you know, we just have a good time under the tents that night. We have the anything crab category, ancillary, which should be quite delicious. I'm interested to see what people turn in for that. So, you know, we've got a great fish market down here for anyone that's going to be participating in that, called Joe Patty's, and it's a massive seafood market, and they've got whatever you want in there. So if you're bringing your stuff down, that's fine, but I would highly recommend visiting Joe Patty Seafood before you come and do the event, because it is really a great place to go. I think a lot of the teams that have come and stayed a while, they end up there. So it's good. Yep, there it is. They will ship too. Hours. Yeah,
it's a bit ways down there.
Come on, just go ahead and start driving. You'll be down here by the event.
Right.
So we do have that, and we have the steak turn in at 7:30 that night. So we have a couple turn-ins on Friday night, but really we just want everybody to hang out and eat some jambalaya, listen to some music, do a little dancing, and the stage will be outside this year. So typically we've had it inside. The weather is obviously, you know, dependent on that, so we will move it inside if the weather is bad. But fingers crossed, we have good weather for the event. But yeah, that's Friday night, and then Saturday morning we wake up, we feed you. We got biscuits and gravy in the morning, homemade biscuits and gravy with all sorts of fruit and muffins and Bloody Marys, and all that's available to all y'all. So mimosas, Bloody Marys, whichever you prefer. So it's a good time. We have a good time as Shriners. We like to have a good time, so we want to convey that over to all the teams and make sure that they really enjoy their stay here. I know everybody that comes down from all over the country is spending a good bit of money here, and so we want to make sure that it's worth it to them and that they have an awesome time, and so that's our goal.
It's one of the top events out there, man.
I appreciate that,
and I hear people talking about it all the time.
Well, it's so good to see everybody every year. It's cool to see where everybody's coming from. You know, it travels far and wide, everywhere through the whole country, and it's impressive. And we are very appreciative for everybody's time and everybody's efforts to come and hang out at our event, and we really enjoy it.
Ralph had a question here. You want to know if they'll have Fruit Loops for breakfast?
Well, we can. If you want Fruit Loops, we got you. We got you, buddy.
Yeah,
Hey, Ralph.
that's cheap. Buy a box of Fruit Loops, huh?
Yeah.
You got to bring
Bloody
your own
Marys.
bowl, though, Ralph.
I mean, you can always put your Bloody Mary in your Fruit Loops and have them both. So
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure I've had that at some point in my life, mostly the college days, but we make it happen.
Yeah. Wow. Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Great.
All right. So
Great.
You have some ancillaries that are, we already said crab, which is awesome. 2 kinds of gumbo, right?
So gumbos, so we have we got a lot going on this day. So we've got not only the steak cook-off SCA event, but we have a gumbo competition as well that's going on Saturday. It's kind of a people's choice deal where teams from all around the area come and restaurants, and they cook at least 10 gallons of gumbo, and they are feeding it to the public. So we wanted to try to figure out how we can grow this event. So the nucleus of the event, which was the showdown, the SCA event, was really awesome, and it's gotten to a point where it's kind of running itself with how great you guys are, Brett, and supporting us, and how everybody's really enjoyed everything. And so we've really tried to make that the center point. But we wanted to bring public in. Our building is kind of set back on this 35 plus acres. And so a lot of people in Pensacola, they don't know what we are. So we wanted to find a way to get these people. We tried it the first year. They were all mad at us that they couldn't eat the steak that everyone was cooking. So we decided to do something different. So we have a gumbo competition as well as an anything Cajun for the public. So a $20 wristband gets you into the event, and you get to try all you want gumbo and all you want anything Cajun that these teams are cooking. And that runs from 12 to 3 on Saturday. So we tried to make the timeline. Every team that enters in the SCA event will also get a wristband for that. So we tried to make the timeline where that in between the dumplings and in between the kid steak, you could have some time to go out there and try whatever you like. Try some gumbo, try some jambalaya or etouffee or whatever these guys are making in their Cajun categories. Food, right? That's what it's all about. So they get that wristband included in there, and in signing up for the event, which is just another perk. We also have a car show that we have about 100 cars that our antique car unit puts on. So that's going on that same day. And then inside the building, we've got over 60, like a vendor market with over 60 vendors in there with all sorts of stuff.
I don't think Shelly knew about that.
Oh yeah. So bring your pocketbook, Brett.
Oh yeah.
There'll be all sorts of stuff in there.
Perfect.
Do you guys have the little trucks?
Yeah, so we got the little cars. A lot of our units have they got go-karts now. They're kind of like these real decorated go-karts. We've got a little green one that we use in the golf unit that's pretty fun. So yeah, there's all sorts of different units in there that all fundraise for different things. Yeah. This event is what we call a temple fundraiser. So we are all banding together to support this. And, we've got the bartenders, we've got trash committees, and we've got all these different committees that kind of get set up throughout the year. We talk about what we need to do and whose positions are what. And so we all band together to do that. But then individually, we all have our own fundraisers as well. We've got golf tournaments, we've got putt-putt tournaments, we've got play shoots, we've got crawfish boils. I mean, you name it, we've got all sorts of events that we're doing throughout the year as well. This is kind of one of our bigger ones. Our biggest being our haunted house that we actually start setting up for the day after this ends on Sunday. So it's a lot. Yeah, we run that all the way through November 1st, and there's usually about 7,000, 8,000 people that come through that. So it's in the whole Shrine Temple. So the whole massive building it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And one of our cooks, actually, Bobby Jean, he puts that on and does a great job with it. So that's a big fundraiser for us as well. But this is right behind it, and it's growing, and we love it. We love seeing everybody down here.
Yeah, and that's a great organization. I travel myself, so
Well, that's great.
yeah, behind you 100%.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you doing that, and we try to say every Shriner, when they get a chance, needs to be a transport. Take a family to one of the hospitals. It's a great experience. So that's something we definitely all strive to do. And so, we do have some great ancillaries, like you mentioned. We've got.
You're holding out on this one that Brett keeps telling me about.
Yeah, so we've got the first one we've obviously got 2 steaks on Saturday. And we've got anything watermelon. So it's gonna be hot out there. Let's see what people can do with some watermelon. Dumplings. So anything, those little Asian dumplings that you want to stuff it with anything. I want to see what people can do. I want to see what they can come up with, stuffing little dumplings, and I really wish I was a judge for that one.
Let me tell you something, Mitch.
Yeah.
There's only so many judges that sit at a table. My guess is there's got to be 6 servings in a box, at least 6. So there's probably going to be an extra if you go in there and you see someone that we're on the screen with. I'm sure he could probably get you some.
Oh yeah, I like to sneak in there every once in a while and just peek around and get a little tasty of some stuff. So
don't let him bully you. Just
Oh no.
I don't do a lot of bullying.
Hey, I bully him in our little unit rooms upstairs after the event. After each night.
Go ahead and keep dazing me.
We like to enjoy a celebratory cocktail after the event.
Let me tell you, if Shelly's going, he'll be good, because he'll be scared that she might be up there in that tender area.
I'm excited Miss Shelly's coming. We've missed her the last couple of years, so we're excited to see her again. Glad she's coming back.
Shelly was there with me, Keith, upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make sure the hospitality goes all the way around, Keith.
Yeah.
Well, I was just talking, if he wants to kick you out of the judging area, you just want Shelly up there with the vendors.
Oh yeah.
He'll calm down in a hurry.
I'm a big guy. I'll give him a noogie. I'll give him a little noogie.
I just buy the pants, man. I'm smart.
Well,
it's a great event, and I love what you guys do. And
let's get
I wish
to
it was
this
closer
bone
to
marrow.
here.
Yeah, so that leads us to our anything bone marrow category, and I talked to Brett about this a little bit before, and I was like, "How crazy is it? That sounds pretty crazy for a bone marrow category." And in my mind, what we thought was, hey, if it's a flop, it's a flop. But what are we doing with cooking competitions? Are we going and trying to do the same things and just, not trying to push our culinary boundaries? I love cooking. I love competitions. I did them before we did this, and I always enjoyed trying new stuff. Last year we had a local mushroom farmer that came out with some beautiful mushrooms. We did. We gave each team a couple pounds of blue oyster, lion's mane, and I think some chestnut mushrooms. And they were just these massive, beautiful things. And people were like, what in the heck do we do with these? But I can't tell you how many people came up and said, thank you for having that. Like, you made me open my mind and try out new things and push my boundaries. And so that kind of stuck with us. And I was thinking, bone marrow is a hard category. You can do a lot with it, I believe, but it takes the right, you got to cook it right. So these steaks over here that you guys are doing every day, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds off, and you've messed up your steak. So it's all about cooking things to perfection. And I think that this bone marrow is going to be something different that people can try out. And we made the entry fee the same, but we made the payout a little bit more than everything, so that we could try to let people try it. Just try it. We're going to be providing bones. So we'll be providing about 12 bones per team, 10 to 12 bones per team. So you can use those. You can use some bone marrow bones that you bring if you want to, make sure that you have enough. But we will be providing some. I got to give all the props in the world to our steak sponsor, Kevin Green at the butcher shop. Man, ever since the beginning, the first competition we've had, he emphatically said, "Whatever you need, you tell me. I got you." So now, whenever I'm at 280 steaks that I'm asking him for this year or last year, he said, "That's fine. When you need them by, you want them wrapped, cut? I got you." And then after Friday night, Brett, whenever we were like, "Oh crap, these 280 steaks aren't going to be enough. We
had 17 teams join.
Yeah, that night
between Friday and Saturday.
I called him up Friday night about 8:00. I said, "Kevin, we got a little bit of a problem. If you can't do it, I understand, but we need about 50 plus more steaks." And he's like, I get in the shop at 5:30 in the morning. I'll have them ready for you at 6. I'm like, God dang,
unbelievable
to have somebody like that. Then he donates it all. He donates every steak.
Kudos.
He's donated all the ribs for a rib category once. He's donated, all sorts of stuff. And so we're going to be getting the bone marrow bones from him as well. So when you're in town or if you need anything shipped, he's the master of some A9 Wagyu briskets. He ships them all over the world. He does I think he said he does somewhere around 200 cases for the American Royal. He does all sorts of stuff. He's shipping out. I mean, it's insane how much he ships out. But
who was that in the world,
sir?
What was his name again?
So Kevin Green, and it's called the Butcher Shop here in Pensacola.
Kevin Green, Butcher Shop.
Elizabeth, right. Yes, you could have the bones in the box because that's part of it. No problem. Good question.
So we are excited about that category and seeing how the cooks can push themselves to really do something different, and that's kind of what we're all about.
Well, I'm always excited for this event, and I'm coming down a couple days early this year. We're going to go see the museum for the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, the Blue Angels are from Pensacola. So they've got a IMAX thing there, and there's a lot of things to do in Pensacola. So we are the cradle of naval aviation. So we've got military bases all around us, and the Blue Angels call Pensacola home. We get blessed to be, and you'll probably see it depending on when you're leaving. They usually come back from their shows on Sunday nights, and they fly down the beach with their smoke on at sunset every night on Sundays on their way back. And everybody kind of gathers there and welcomes them home, and Big Fat Albert and all of them. And it's a really cool thing to see. Man, I am coming home that Sunday, and I made sure to do it late enough so I could go to the fish house there that I like to go to. Oh yeah. I'm going to go eat there, then I'm going home. But I leave for Amsterdam on Tuesday. Oh wow. We have Europe events, so I leave Tuesday. I got one day in the office next week. Okay. I got a laptop. I'll work on the plane. You'll be working a lot on the go. Absolutely. That's awesome. So, man, we appreciate you coming on and talking about your event. And absolutely. Anything else you'd like to talk about, or your? We'll have the usual, some raffles. We've got Ace Hardware in Cantonment. Their big item that they're donating this year is one of those large Gosney pizza ovens with the stand. Those things are badass. I don't know if y'all seen them, but I love them.
We had one in mind last week.
Yep, we just had one. They're beautiful.
Yeah. They are. They're pretty. They look good. So what is that, Keith? A $1,500 value there? $2,000 value. It comes with a stand and a bunch of
two. Yeah, if it's the same one I had.
Yep. So we'll be having that. We've got gun. We've got a fishing trip raffle. We got all sorts of stuff. So we'll be having some good times. Remember on Friday night we got the jambalaya and the band and everything at 6 p.m. and then Saturday we've got the biscuits and gravy. Other than that, just come have a good time. We appreciate everybody who has supported our event through the years. We appreciate all the judges who have come down and been quick to sign up. It's good to see everybody's faces around. Good to see all you guys, and we enjoy having a good time, and we enjoy seeing people have a good time. So that's what we strive to do.
Well, you did.
And yes, there was a problem with the trophies last year. We made sure to get those out as soon as possible. You know, a lot of times, as I'm sure you know, Keith, you gotta just roll with the punches. Some things don't always happen as you want them to happen, and
they don't. That's all you can do is make it right. That you know,
Mm-hmm.
and get the people to come back. You know, you do the right thing, and they'll be back.
Yep, absolutely. So we do with all these categories. We've got over 60 trophies, so it's a lot of trophies.
Yeah, it is. Well, we already talked about that earlier in the week, and I think we're covered this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That was a good
one. We wouldn't let that happen again. So
no, that's all right.
We appreciate y'all, and I appreciate you letting me come on here and talk a little bit about the event. You know, we're excited to see everybody and go on and sign up if you're interested at all, and doing some of these crazy categories, and we'll love to see you and have a good time with you. Hope to see some new faces too. Always good. Let's have a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on, buddy. We appreciate you. And I think if you read that line right there, that's the perfect ender. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Miss Sandy. We appreciate it.
Goods, buddy. You take care of the judges too. So
thank you.
We really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Say hi to the wife and the little one.
I will. I appreciate it.
I'll catch up
y'all
with you.
Have a good one. What was that?
All right, bud. Take care. Bye.
All right.
Oh, I
see you, Mitch.
I said, take care, Mitch. Sorry. Hey, he puts on a good one, man.
Good.
Did that make you hungry or what?
Yeah, hungry like you were eating meatloaf at 2 a.m. at my house. Hungry.
Oh, that was hungry, man. It was, yeah, that happens.
I know. Yeah, I'm hungry,
especially when JT's around.
Yeah, and Stifler told me that we were starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, and I still got to cook yet.
Oh, good Lord.
That's what I say. Good Lord.
Oh, all right. Well, you want to talk about your event real quick? Kind of wrap it up?
Yeah, we had a good turnout. 42 steak cooks, 36 doing the jackpot. And, I mean, the numbers for the ancillary were, well, they were in the high teens, somewhere in that for all three categories. So all was well. We made some good money that we're going to be donating. So as soon as Jen gets all that squared away and get that all sent out, tons of raffles, lots of saw blades and saws, and the kids cook was great. I believe we had seven in that.
We did, yeah.
Tacos, so that was good.
Shelly posted some good pictures of the kids making tacos and stuff.
Yep, she did.
That was cool.
Yeah. No, that was good. We did the cooking class Friday with you and my niece Remy and Gary Zimmerman's both his boys. Gary's boys were up there helping you, which I think everybody liked that. Got to see that, and you did some stuff from the cookbook. I mean,
that's going well.
I think everything went well. Lots of raffles, and we made lots of money. So,
well, you worked it. I mean, you were working it today when you were talking to me on the phone already for next year.
I was, yeah.
You're sitting there. All right, what do we do for ancillaries? I mean, you're already. That's what you got to do.
That's always the big question that Jen and Angel and we brainstorm and see what we come up with, because you always want to do something fun that you can throw out there to make people interesting. Just like the bone marrow one makes everybody think. I know our one category was deviled eggs, and I know
Oh,
some
man.
people. I know Heath, especially when the
Mhm.
championship rolled around, he was down there doing some R&D work on deviled eggs, and
Yeah, we got a restaurant down here. It's just deviled eggs.
I believe he was there. Yeah,
He was.
yeah. So,
Man,
great event. Thank everybody, all the judges, and everybody that came out and
judges did
supported
great.
it. It was good.
You know,
Jimmy
Jimmy,
and
that's,
Deb came up and
that's what I
helped
was
us.
going to
I mean,
say.
you had you couldn't ask for more reps at an event. That
No,
there was pretty much nothing that wasn't handled, and the
there's
judges
6
up
of us
there,
there.
yeah, they're all great. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
all good. The firemen help out, and
yeah,
all the
it was a
people
good one.
from the store, all Jen's employees that come and help out, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Can you
it was
imagine riding
good.
home with those judges after
Uh,
they ate all that food and all those deviled eggs?
yeah,
Shut up, man.
yeah,
You better be
7.
driving a Jeep.
Yeah, 7 turn-ins, huh? 7
Ooh.
golden tickets,
Well, I needed every
margaritas.
judge I had. You
Yeah,
know, I needed those judges, and
yeah,
we had to stagger what they judged because of the amount of turn-ins, and
yeah,
it worked out great.
yeah, and, I
Just
mean, my opinion, the jackpot's the way to go. I talked to one of the promoters today for an event that I'm doing and pitched it to him. I'm like, it doesn't matter to me, but
yeah,
it's another way. He's already having a single Friday and a double uh,
Saturday.
Saturday. So if he wanted to throw it in on Saturday, he could definitely throw it in, and helps them get rid of the stakes. And I told him, I said I didn't limit mine. I left mine open because I figured I'd just buy more stakes if I needed them. And
Mhm.
I told him, we could definitely limit it to a certain number. So I
Sure.
mean, if you're thinking about it, it's out of 42 cooks, we had 36 in the
Yeah.
jackpot. So you know,
Well, I'm doing an event in South Texas this weekend, and it's 21 cook teams so far doing steak, and we have 12 of them doing the jackpot so far.
nice.
But I was able to give her an exact number. I said, hey, you're going to need whatever it is, 66 steaks, I think it was, and whatever's left on the table, we'll put those in a bag, and that's
Yeah,
what they'll use for the jackpot round. And, you know, I heard some people asking for more time on the jackpot this week. We should be able to get them in the morning so we could do full process. And, this started up in South Carolina, and then now the guys in Iowa also, or North Carolina, sorry. Ralph, I apologize. It was his event. But they're doing these final round challenge things up in Iowa. They give them a steak, they give them one steak, and they go, boom, here it is. You got 40 minutes or whatever. So it's designed to be a challenge. If you can cook steak, you can cook a steak. They turned our jackpot into a 253.8.
yeah,
Our winning stakes were both 254.1. So, man, even in an hour, they were able to throw out some stakes that were
yeah,
pretty damn good.
yeah. And we
253.8.
had them all out on the table.
Yeah. I mean, every steak that you had was on the table. We made
Yep.
sure of that.
Yeah.
So
Other
there
than
was
the ones that we didn't even open that were the extras, because we had I think we had 24 loins that we had actually, well, they had cut for us, but yeah, so yeah, it worked.
pretty good event, buddy.
Yeah, it was all good. I think everybody was happy, and some people got some new hardware.
They did. Those
Yeah.
blades are huge.
And the
It was
kids,
fun.
for the championship, or
Mhm.
the kids round, Rick and Sue Manzi put the money up for that, and so they did that. The kids each got a certificate and a cookbook, a kid's cookbook from you.
Which cookbook would that have been?
Yes. So we thought
Was
that
it like this?
was like that. So we thought that was pretty good to do that, especially because three of the kids that were actually
Mhm.
cooking in it were at the class and cooked out of that book. So, and
Yep.
yeah, we thought that was pretty neat, and them kids will have that book forever, and they'll be able to remember that, maybe pass it down to their kids.
Well, I wrote it for my grandkids that are not a glimmer in my children's eyes yet. So one day they will be able to cook something out of a book I made for them. So that's the reason I wrote it to begin with.
Well, I looked at that book, and there was a couple of things in there I'm not sure how to make.
Yeah, they're not. I didn't dumb it down.
Yeah,
by any means, but they are things that will get their hands dirty, and even if they mess them up a bit, they're still going to be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of recipes in there that, like I said, my dad wants one of the kids' books. He's like, man, there's stuff I need to learn. So Dad's going to get one of these.
And I know if you have a store or you have something, or even Christmas gifts, we have people reaching out to Jen. We're waiting. I got to ask her when I'm done here how many she needs anyways, because we have people wanting them to give to their kids for Christmas and as Christmas gifts and stuff. So it's a good gift idea if you got some little ones or some grandkids, and throw it out there.
I'll be bringing them to Pensacola, Tim. I know Tim wanted some for his grandkids.
Okay.
So I'm almost sold out of the first round already.
Okay.
So we're getting another batch in, and I'm shipping some. I'm doing wholesale now, so I'm shipping some to Smoking Brothers, my favorite pellet cooker out there.
Yep.
They're going to have them, and some of their dealers will have them. And once I announce book 4 will be out. Well, I mean, it'll be out next week. I've got it finished, and it's kind of a companion book to it. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
it's the same method I used.
And you get them from how do you get them now? How do you
Gallowayville.com or books.brett.com. Books by Brett. Okay. They're on there, and then they'll end up on Amazon as soon as I get everything situated. But we'll have 4 or 5 avenues. Smoking Brothers will carry them. Grill Greats is going to carry my books as well.
We will have them as well.
You guys will have them in West Newton at Williams Ace Hardware.
Yep.
So it's the next one will surprise you, Keith. It's something different.
I haven't heard about the next one, so I'm like a mushroom. I'm in the dark.
Yeah, I thought I told you. Maybe I told the other guy at 2 a.m. while we're eating meatloaf in the kitchen.
You could have. I had to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, the next one's a barbecue logbook, because I used to write all these notes when I competed.
Okay.
I'd write down what layers of rubs I used, which I used 1, by the way, but I have space for multiple layers of rubs. Did you marinate this time, or did you brine? If you did, how long? Were you cooking beef, chicken, pork, fish? I didn't put goat on there.
You might have told. You might have told Timmy.
I might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see old Timmy.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sure he'll see this.
Yeah, and boy, JT's daughter, Delaney, she gave him a run for his money.
She was Timmying him up.
Yeah, and just so everybody's well aware, Timmy did break something at my house again this last
What did he break?
Week. He broke a chair.
Oh, that's right. I saw it. I thought he was going to go down, man.
Yeah.
I saw that leg pop out to the side, and I'm like, I couldn't reach for my phone fast enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, he saved himself. I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
But
I'm about ready to throw that fire helmet in the garbage, because he
left it again
in the truck. So not only did he not take it, he left it in the truck, and then I had to deal with it
again.
Oh,
Timmy. Oh well, that's our Timmy. What else?
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Well, I mean, if you saw my Facebook page, you saw how we welcomed Timmy to Pennsylvania, and Keith was in on this as well. He was the driver here.
I was an accomplice, because
he was an accomplice to this. This is year 2 we got him.
But you may all be surprised. There was someone else that was in on this.
Yes, Miss Shelley actually she made the sign.
She made the sign, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to give her some of the blame.
Yeah, we're gonna give her all the blame.
Right.
Or at least I'm gonna talk big until I go in the other room.
She'll
whip me.
Yeah.
Today is 1 year since her hip replacement. So
Was it? Awesome.
She had her big doctor visit, and
Okay.
they said everything's looking good.
Good. That's great. That's great.
So you'll see Shelley and George West. You'll see her in Pensacola, and then she's not going to Amsterdam.
Yeah, you got some pretty busy plans here the next couple weeks.
Yeah, travels. It's okay. We need to get to Europe. We need to, talk to the reps over in Europe and go over things with them there, just like we're doing here in the U.S. at the end of the year. We got a big deal planned, and it's just, they're way over there. So it's good to go over there. We've put an announcement out. We're going to meet with the teams, and just be good to see everybody over there again.
Absolutely.
We get to see a championship, but it's a good time to just go over there and meet with people.
And the championship's coming up.
Oh, man, I know. I get back from Amsterdam, and I am home 2 days, and I go to Mexicali, Mexico, and then come back. I go to Brazil the next week because we're having our second event in Brazil. So that's exciting to see that one happen. And I'm training a guy there. And then I think I have 2 weeks off, and then I go back to Mexicali again for another event. And I think life slows down a little bit after that. Which is good.
And then it's talk ancillaries and it's going to be big New Year's Eve, and ancillary talks need to happen before then. And then the RV lot and the
RV lot's open now.
RV lot's open, and so is the
premium trailer spots.
Premium trailer spots for the stake trailers. So
we've got about 20 of those gone already, I think. Or we did as a week ago.
If you're looking or just got your ticket and you're planning on going, those are up. You can definitely get signed up for those.
And they do sell out. They've sold out last 3 years. So
and again,
it's
we're
good to
back
be right there.
Texas Motor Speedway.
And
you still got to You still got to have some meetings with those folks yet.
Yep, we got to figure out the food because we're not serving barbecue. Damn it!
Right,
that ain't happening. So my idea was, what if we did appetizers? We just did a bunch of appetizers. If you want wings, you go over here.
Discussed that as well. I like the idea.
I like the idea. Trying to do a sit down dinner is hard, and we've got to reformat how we do awards to where we can still recognize everybody, but we got to get people. When the Europeans or the internationals came on, half the crowd was gone because by the time they were done eating, and then I think we do finger foods. People will eat and sit, and I think it'll work out a little better.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. I mean, either way, we got a budget we have to hit with them. So we'll get the most we can out of it, and it won't be barbecue.
Right.
So, yeah, that's good. And, you and I have been talking about some new stuff. Did you see those?
We have.
Those logos I sent you today?
I did.
I just threw those together, so they're nothing solid. I was just ideas to start, but we're gonna start doing some burger cook-offs up north in Pennsylvania.
We are
working with some of the guys from the Green Egg up there that do them as well. They do events. One of our buddies, and I think it'll be something interesting, something new. It'll give our judges
wings, something. Try to get some public. Get the
wings, man. The wings are the way to get the public in there.
Yeah, we get some get the public coming. Hopefully, get some public to cook, and gives more bang for the buck for our judges. I mean, it gives them something else to judge at and have at. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to do a steak, you still could. But just something that maybe we could pull off on a smaller footprint than places that would like to have some sort of cooking event and don't have actual room for it to bring in a bunch of people and stuff. So something we could get a little smaller footprint and do. But
some of the Ace Hardwares, some of the oh, geez, I'm blanking on his name all of a sudden. Not Napoleon. Monument Grills. We're talking about doing some at their places.
Yeah.
You know, they're not just in, our typical Ace Hardwares, the barbecue shops. They're in appliance stores and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a whole nother crowd that we could kind of infiltrate and tap into.
Yeah. Our egg people are tied in with Napoleon Grills and they got a footprint too. So yeah, I mean, they're pretty strong in the Maryland area. So try to get some stuff over that way as well and make some stuff happen.
Just going to have to be careful because we've got the events are starting to fly in for next year already.
Right.
So that's good. And, after November 1st, there's no events allowed for this year. It just keeps someone from throwing an event on last minute. There'll be no additions to events after November 1st. So if you're going to have a jackpot steak, you need to have it up before November 1st. If you're going to have your ancillaries, there's no adding more ancillaries after that date. It's whatever's on the calendar's on the calendar.
I talked to Dan today about it, because he was talking about maybe adding another ancillary.
Two guys today, and one's for next year. He's doing a jackpot. Wichita Falls is adding one, and there's not a lot of events in that up in that area. So there's guys that want tickets. So why not? Plus, they can get rid of those extra steaks.
Sure, absolutely.
So
it helps.
And then our points people that are out there busting it, chasing the points, they can set their schedules and know somebody's not going to drop something on them the last 2 months.
Right. Yeah.
So we decided that a year ago or 2 years ago. I think we did put that in place.
Yeah.
But just to make sure that's taken care of. Those recognition signs that we've been putting up for champions. I was searching for a picture today for the new champion. I found it on my computer here at the house for, I guess it was 2 years ago. So anyway, I found the picture. That'll be up this week. I can go ahead and get the next ones up. And then after that, we're going to points champions, and we'll start putting points champions up. Recognize those folks. They work hard for that.
Sure. Absolutely.
They deserve to be recognized just as much as the world champions, the people that won the world championship. So, and then I'll do those internationally as well. I think it'd be a good way to recognize those people. What do you think, Keith?
I like it.
Uh-oh.
I like it. I'm excited about this burger and wing thing.
Yeah. Well, I've got other ideas that I've been on fire this week, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've had some good stuff coming through, and Smoking Brothers is committed to working on the world championship with us. Okay. We don't have the exact details yet. He's creating it for me now, but they are going to do something with the top 10 for us.
Okay.
So those guys, man, they make great grills. If you see me using that barn, it's Smoking Brothers. And it couldn't fit more perfect in my yard. I love it. And I hate to say it, but I cooked on your Traeger at the event, and I was lost, man. I was lost in that class. I'm like, why isn't the heat recovering? Why isn't this recovering?
Yeah.
But you get used to a certain grill.
I know.
And, I was going to say something bad.
I know.
Oh, it was about me. It wasn't about you. It was something bad. All right. Well, I think it's time for you to go get some Bluebell ice cream or, what about that ramen I brought you? Have you tried it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was legit. It was legit.
Pretty legit, isn't it?
Yeah. I know someone else that has it too.
Who?
Justin. Justin stole one.
Did he take one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Yes, they're good, man. It's a birria to make it simple. Soup that I get at HEB. It's like $2, but it's got ramen noodles and they're real small, they're like thin noodles, but that broth in there, man, it's good.
Yeah.
Shelly
The bombs that we put in that was good too.
it gave it a lot of flavor in the meat. For some reason the meat was a little dry. Did you notice that?
No.
I didn't normally. I dip that stuff, and I didn't dip it, so maybe that's why.
That's probably why.
But dude, it put some flavor in the meat. I liked it.
That and your ketchup.
Well, you know, some things need ketchup, Keith.
I know. I like my meatloaf with mustard. You eat yours with ketchup.
Yeah, I eat it with ketchup. What about brisket? When you heat up a slice of brisket, put it on a tortilla, do you put anything on it?
Horseradish mayo.
Ooh, I haven't tried that.
Mm-hmm.
I generally put one strip of ketchup on it. Just hit it.
Yeah.
But all right, well, you're hungry. Go eat some food. I'm gonna go pack. I gotta leave at 5 a.m.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Thanks
Have a
for coming
safe
on.
trip.
I know you're tired. I appreciate it.
Good. We're all good.
All right, buddy. Take
All
care.
right. See you. Have a good trip. See
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you at an event soon.
Yeah. Get out there and get to them.
Get it at it.
Thanks.